Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser, dear viewers, to another fascinating journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today we diving deep into the incredible story of the Liberty 1 cent, the place where every coin tells a story. Today, we're diving deep into the mystery, rarity, and shocking value of a coin you may have overlooked. The Liberty 1 dime from 1982, minted in Denver. The 1982 Roosevelt dime. And believe it or not, some versions of this very coin are now commanding offers up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. So stay with me as we unfold the history, secret details, and jaw-dropping value of this small but mighty coin. Chapter 1: The Origin of the Liberty 1 Dime. Let's roll the clock back to the early 1980s. America was going through economic shifts, inflation was on the rise, and the U.S. Mint was working tirelessly to meet public demand for coinage. Now, although commonly known as the Roosevelt dime, collectors often refer to it as the Liberty dime because of the word Liberty prominently inscribed on the obverse, or front, of the coin. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. His image replaced the beloved winged Liberty head, also known as the Mercury dime. The year 1982 was pivotal for American coinage. Due to rising production costs and changes in policy, the Mint decided to stop placing mint marks on coins temporarily. This led to a fascinating range of varieties, some with a mint mark, some without, and even some with missing elements due to die errors or striking issues. The 1982 D dime was struck at the Denver Mint, which was identified by the small letter D on the front side of the coin, just above the date. Chapter 2: Design and Composition. The 1982 D Liberty 1 dime features, on the obverse, the profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left. The inscriptions include the word Liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," the mint year 1982, and of course, the Denver D mint mark dot on the reverse, a torch symbolizing liberty flanked by an olive branch, peace, and an oak branch, strength. The inscriptions include United States of America, E pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 dime. It's composed of a clad composition, meaning the coin is made of a copper core sandwiched between layers of nickel. This composition was adopted in 1965, replacing the 90% silver dimes to cut minting costs. But wait, why is the 1982 D dime turning heads in the numismatic world? Chapter 3: The Hidden Rarity. Why is it special? Here's where it gets really interesting. In 1982, a small batch of dimes minted in Denver lacked the mint mark. While Philadelphia dimes had no mint mark as standard practice, Denver minted coins without the D were a minting error. This type of error was not supposed to happen and was believed to have been caught early. But somehow, a number of these error coins escaped into circulation, and ever since, collectors have been on the hunt for the elusive 1982 no D Roosevelt dime. Now, keep in mind, the 1982 D with the D mint mark is common. But the era 1982 no D from Denver dies is extremely rare. Only a few are known to exist in high grades. That rarity drives up the value. Chapter 4: Value in Circulation. What is it really worth? Let's break down the actual value of this coin in circulation, depending on its condition and type. A standard 1982 D Roosevelt dime, with visible wear and tear, typically goes for just 10 cents in everyday circulation. That's its face value. In brilliant uncirculated BU condition, it might fetch $1 to $5. But, and this is where things get spicy. If you find a 1982 D dime with a missing mint mark, and it's verified to be the ultra-rare Denver variety, you could be looking at tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the condition. Even a worn example of the 1982 no D dime from Denver dies has been known to fetch over $10,000 at auction. In mint state, especially graded MS-65 or higher. This coin becomes a six-figure treasure. Chapter 5: Market Value Today, $1 million Jackpot? Here's the kicker. In recent years, collectors and investors have been scrambling to get their hands on these rare dimes. One such example, in exceptional condition and authenticated as a true Denver minted no mint mark error, was reportedly valued at a staggering $1 million in private offers and dealer circles. This valuation isn't based solely on metal content or age. It stems from the extreme rarity of the Denver no mint mark error, the coin's historical relevance, the collector demand for error coins, and the grading. Higher grade specimens are nearly impossible to find, so yes, if you've got the right coin, especially a 1982 D Roosevelt dime missing the D and in mint or near mint condition, you could be holding $1 million piece of American history in the palm of your hand. Chapter 6: How to Spot One in Your Pocket Change. If you're now rushing to check your old coin jars, good. Here's what to look for. First, check for the year, 1982. Then, look above the date on the obverse. Do you see a D? If not, don't celebrate just yet. Many 1982 dimes without a mint mark are from Philadelphia, where that was normal. Have it examined by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine if it's a Denver error tip. Use a magnifying glass and look for sharp details. High-grade strikes with the error are where the real value lies. Chapter 7: Final Thoughts: Why this coin matters. The 1982 D Liberty 1 dime teaches us that big treasures can come in small packages. Coins are more than just currency. They are living pieces of history, miniature artworks, and sometimes lottery tickets waiting to be discovered. So next time you're handed a dime and change, don't dismiss it. You might just be holding a coin worth a fortune. That's it for today's incredible story of the 1982 D Liberty 1 dime. Have you ever come across a coin like this? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next treasure hunting adventure. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your change close. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. Where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. Today, we have a truly extraordinary story to share, a story about a coin that many of you might think is just a regular dime, but it holds a secret worth $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million coin. We are talking about the Liberty 1 dime 2005 United States coin. Stick around, because this video is packed with history, facts, and jaw-dropping value information that will blow your mind. The Liberty 1 dime is one of the most iconic coins in American history, and the 2005 issue adds an intriguing modern chapter to its legacy. But before we dive into why this particular dime is so valuable, let's take a journey back in time to understand the coin's origins and significance. The history of the Liberty 1 dime. The Liberty 1 dime traces its roots back to the early days of the United States Mint. The concept of the dime, a 10-cent coin, was introduced in 1796. The word dime actually comes from the French word dime, meaning a tenth part, perfectly fitting its value of 1/10 of a dollar. For over 2 centuries, the dime has been a small but vital part of American currency, reflecting the nation's growth and changes. The Liberty design itself is rooted in the iconic depiction of Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom and democracy. This symbol has graced countless American coins, including the famous Liberty Head series, which began in the late 19th century. Over time, different artists and engravers have put their spin on Lady Liberty, embodying the ideals of the nation during their respective eras. By 2005, the United States Mint was producing billions of dimes every year, with the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P mint mark on the coin, being one of the primary production facilities. These coins circulated widely, used in everyday transactions from buying a cup of coffee to paying for parking meters. What makes the 2005 Liberty One dime so special? At first glance, the 2005 Liberty One dime might look just like any other dime. But hidden in its design and minting process lies a combination of rarity, uniqueness, and collector appeal that has skyrocketed its value. Unlike typical circulation coins, certain 2005 Liberty dimes were minted with subtle variations and mint errors that are extremely rare. These include differences in the strike, minute design details, and even metallic composition anomalies. Collectors worldwide have hunted down these special versions because they offer a glimpse into the minting process and hold significant numismatic value. What truly sets the 2005 Liberty One dime apart, however, is the combination of its historical symbolism, limited minting quirks, and the fact that very few of these coins exist in perfect, uncirculated condition. It's like finding a tiny piece of American history frozen in time, a coin that has survived decades in pristine form while others have worn down from everyday use. The circulation and value of the Liberty One dime 2005 pin circulation. The 2005 Liberty One dime was a common sight. Millions were minted to meet the demand of everyday commerce. The vast majority of these coins were used and handled, often losing their original mint luster due to wear and tear. Because of this, typical 2005 dimes in used condition hold nominal face value, basically 10 cents. But here's where it gets fascinating. Coins that remained untouched in mint condition, especially those with those rare minting variations, have become highly prized by collectors. The numismatic community places enormous value on coins that retain their original sharp details, vibrant luster, and are free from scratches or damage. Over the years, the demand for such pristine coins has steadily increased. Coin grading companies have certified some 2005 Liberty One dimes as near perfect, or gem mint, quality, pushing their value far beyond face value. This rise in appreciation is due to a growing interest in modern collectible coins and a limited number of flawless specimens available. The current market value, $1 million. Now, you might be wondering, how did the Liberty One dime 2005 reach the staggering current market value of $1 million? The answer lies in the coin's rarity, condition, and the collector market's enthusiasm. In recent high-profile auctions, certified perfect condition examples of the 2005 Liberty One dime have fetched jaw-dropping prices, some breaking the seven-figure mark. The coin is often compared to famous rare coins that are prized not only for their age but for their near-perfect preservation and unique story. Collectors see this coin as a rare gem, a modern-day treasure with deep historical roots and immense symbolic value. It represents the perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, and demand, all converging to create a market value that most people would never expect for a dime. In addition, the 2005 Liberty One dime has become a symbol of hope and investment in the numismatic world, showing that even everyday coins can turn into incredible assets over time if preserved carefully. Why should you care about this coin? Whether you're a seasoned coin collector, an investor, or simply curious about American history, the Liberty One dime 2005 offers a fascinating story that connects you to the past and the future. It teaches us the importance of preservation, how something as small as a dime can become a priceless artifact. It shows how coins can be more than currency. They can be history, art, and even an investment. It reminds us to always look closely at what we might think is ordinary because sometimes the ordinary hides extraordinary value. Final thoughts. The Liberty One dime 2005 United States coin is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and passion come together to create something truly special. From its symbolic Liberty design to its astonishing market value of $1 million, this dime is a shining beacon for collectors and history buffs alike. So next time you hold a dime in your hand, remember, there could be a story just waiting to be uncovered, A treasure hidden in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 dime 2005p, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you own any rare coins or want to share your numismatic stories. Thanks for watching,